Morning everyone, day number 126. Haven't left camp yet, but I'm about to get going here. So just recording from the shelter. Today's either going to be a 12-mile day or a 15-mile day. It's a little bit later, nothing too bad, but the reason it's going to be either 12 or 15 is if I go to 12, it'll be the Hexacuba shelter, and I've always kind of wanted to stay there. So I'm kind of thinking that. And then I'll do 15 tomorrow to the base of Moosilauke. If I do 15 today to a brook, that's where a lot of my buddies are going, I'll still do 12 the next day to the base of Moosilauke. So it'll either be 12 or 15, doesn't really matter. And then that following day will be doing the first 4K peak in the Whites. Today we got Smarts Mountain. There's a fire tower up there. It's a massive, massive climb. And then I'll make my way up, at least halfway up Mount Cube, and I'll stay at the Hexacuba shelter, or I'll go up and over it. We'll see. And then after that, there's just Mount Mist, which is a much smaller one of the three. And then the next one's the 4Kers. So they're approaching really quick, and it's gonna be pretty exciting. So I'll show you the trail. It was a fun night last night. A bunch of people here. I'm hanging out, and should be a good day. Weather looks pretty good. I haven't checked the weather report in a while. Next time I get some service, I'll do that. But yeah, I'll show you the trail and take you along with me. It's gonna be a tough day today though. Either if I do the 12 or the 15. The first like 6 miles are just insanely steep, and it goes on forever. So I will see you guys. I thought the climb up Smarts Mountain started right away in the morning, but I must have been confused because it seems to start at mile 3. Just got this little hill right here, but this isn't really the beginning of it. So I'm almost there. The first 3 miles were kind of relaxing actually. So it's about to start though. The calm before the storm. Looks real nice trail. It's just about to get nasty though. Making my way up Smarts Mountain. It's a tough one for sure, but it's got me thinking. You know, a long time ago, I learned you just go slow and steady like a turtle, and you just keep on putting the foot in front of the other, and you eventually get there. And that's going to be the mentality that I'm going to have for the next 200 miles. This is a tough one, but I know they're going to keep getting tougher, and that's fine. But we're going to keep progressing. We're going to keep working hard each day, and just one slow turtle step in front of the next. And eventually we'll get to the top. Mountains are definitely tougher though in New Hampshire. It's just, they're bigger, they're steeper, longer, all of it. Tougher terrain too. So, but that's kind of where my head is. Just slow and steady we go. It's not a rush. I know the miles aren't going to be huge in New Hampshire. They just can't be. It's just a difficult state. But that's the plan. Little reprieve section before we start going back up again. I'll take it and catch my breath. I don't know if you guys can see up there, but there's a fire tower up there. That's Smarts Mountain. That's where we're going. Steep climb.
Made it to the Smarts Mountain Fire Tower. It's a big one. It's just off of this little blue blaze down here. That sign's the AT, so not far from it.
I was sitting in my tub on psilocybin and I realized America has fallen. Yes. Travis Roundtree, retard.
Is that what that reads or something?
Yeah.
Hey, you come into some crazy stuff up here, don't you? Oh wow, there's like wind farm up there. Probably a good place to put a wind farm. Making my way down Smarts Mountain now. I went up the fire tower. I was actually quite proud of myself for doing that. It was a kind of a wobbly one too, but I did it. Now got 4 miles descent, and I hear it's actually quite easy and relaxed too. So I'm looking forward to that. This just feels like moose territory, big time. Look how thick that is back there. The forest keeps getting denser. Making my way up Mount Cube, starting now. I am gonna stay at that Hexacuba shelter, so I'll only do half of it today. Just, I don't know, just not really in the mood to keep on going today type of thing. Couldn't really get going all day, really, to be honest with you, but that's all right. It'll be a 12-mile day, and I'll do the 15 tomorrow. There's the view from Eastman Ledges. Hexagon type shelter. I'm gonna camp over there. See my tent. It's not the best. It's definitely slanted, but I prefer my tent. Hey guys, that's the end of day 126. By far the most slanted I've been in my tent on this trip. Tent sites are absolutely atrocious at this Hexacuba shelter. But anyways, 12.0 mile day, probably like 3,700 foot up, and I don't know how much down, but it's a tough day. Just couldn't get going. Smarts Mountain was very steep. I know it's a sign of what's to come. Just gonna have to deal with it, but hoping to get some good rest today. Ate a lot of food. I think I didn't eat enough today. That was an issue with why I couldn't get going. I'm thinking about going into a hostel at Kinsman Notch just because I'm low on food. I was gonna try and get to Franconia Notch, which is like 20 miles past it, but the mileage kind of makes sense to go in there. I'll get up and over Moose Lock, and then I can get some resupply. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It might change. Who knows? Probably will change 4 more times. But good views today. A lot of people here at the shelter. It's kind of cool to see a bunch of Sobos. Saw like 10 of them today. So maybe I'm in the Sobo bubble. They're taking over. There's not many of them, guys. Overall, but there are, like I said, there was like 10 of them today, so it was kind of a lot for them. Yeah, I don't know. Just couldn't get going. Like I said, that was kind of the wrap of the day. But good day. Still made progress. Boots north. So you guys have a good night. Thanks for following day 126.